Live from Clifton Park Bowl, it's the Bud Light Super Bowl send-off with Levack Goz on the team.
We are live at Spare Time. We're going to qualify somebody for a trip or two to Super Bowl 51. It's going to be a great time. Right now, some of the most fun we have all week, we get to talk Giants football with our friend Byron Hunt, thanks to Katie O'Burns. And Byron, first question, how do the Giants beat the Bengals?
Well, guys, this is actually the end of Week 10, and let me just say congratulations before we get in the weeds. Let's say congratulations to the New York Football Giants for being 5-3 in second place in the NFC East, and right now, as we speak, they got a chance to make the playoffs. So let's start there. It's at the halfway point. And you know, guys, one thing I would like to say, whether you're in business, whether you're in sports, whatever it is, halfway point, when you're in the mix of it after being out of the playoffs for, 3-4 years, you got to be feeling pretty good if you're a New York Giants organization, New York Giants football team, or the New York Giants fan. And we want to put all those in one big present. We'll call it a Thanksgiving present, or early Thanksgiving present, and say, let's go, Giants. How do you beat the Cincinnati Bengals? Two guys you got to stop. That's tight end, Hayford, and A.J. Green. You stop those guys, and you keep Dalton in the pocket, and you'll win this game.
Byron, did you look at it as like a player like that? Was it quarters, the first 4 games you had to win? We know coaches talk about that a lot. Get every quarter, but how about you as a player? How did you view this season?
Well, as a player, a lot of times you don't even know who you're playing the next week. To be quite honest, you're so focused on what you have to do, whether it's to, get your workouts in, you get your meetings, watch the film, study your opponents. I would probably say probably a little bit more than it used to be because there's so much attention on the schedule and who you're playing down the road. But I think most players, and if I'm a player for the New York Giants, I know if I'm a coach for the New York Giants, I'm thinking, how the heck are we going to beat the Cincinnati Bengals? They're 3-4, and they're coming off a bye week, guys. Just remember how the Giants played when they came off the bye week. They had a lot of explosion. It was like they were turning the corner, and this is the halfway point. And if you're going to make a move, and you're the Cincinnati Bengals, you have to make a move right now because you're still in the middle of it and got a chance to win this division. Look at that division that Cincinnati's in. They're not out of it at 3-4.
Right.
Excuse me, 3-4-1.
Byron Hunt with us. Byron Hunt with us right now as we get ready for Giants football. The Giants playing the Bengals tonight. So Byron, when you played, does it put more pressure on you when you see a team like Dallas doing what they're doing, 8-1 on the season, or do you ever even really look at the other teams? Is it all about the business that you have in front of you?
Are you talking about the Dallas Cowboys? Come on. Of course. Are you really serious? Come on. You're always looking at what your division opponents are doing. And since you mentioned that, the Giants have to hold serve. Let's think about this. The Redskins won, the Cowboys won, and the Eagles won. So the Giants really need to come out and win this game. Look, it doesn't matter at this point how you win. Win ugly, win big, win close. Win any way you can. And, we said last week, just win, baby. That's what the Giants need to do. Win at all costs because every game at this point is so important that you win, especially when all your division opponents have already won and you're going, hey, we got to hold serve.
Byron, when we talk about New York Giants and Monday Night Football, some of the moments that stick out to people are still the Joe Theismann play. You were a part of that team. You were out on the field. What do you remember most about that play involving one of your buddies, Lawrence Taylor and Joe Theismann?
Oh, wow. It was at the time I was covering a running back. I think Kelvin Bryant, who who was, I guess he came to the Redskins a little bit late, but he was one of those running backs that, they threw to out of the backfield. So I was chasing him around somewhere, and I heard the crowd. That was a great old Giant Stadium when the crowd was really electric. And immediately, whenever you heard that, or when I heard that, the first thing I want to do is turn and run back to see what's going on. So I sprinted back to the line of scrimmage, and while all the bodies were being uncovered, and I know at the time, looking back at the film, Lawrence Taylor had already motioned to the sideline to Ronnie Barnes, who is the head trainer for the New York Giants. He's still there now. Hey, give me some help. This guy's hurt. And as they're piling off or unpiling, the referees are in the middle of this as well, I see Joe Theismann, and I think I might have mentioned this before, but I see a round blood spot about the size of $50 or maybe a full dollar, one of those old school dollars, and out of that blood stain on his sock, and it was just below the knee, somewhere halfway between the knee and the ankle, was a splinter of a bone. And I will never forget that. And let me tell you, that's what I remember about that Monday night football game, other than we lost the game. And, guys, the Giants have been known. We've had some issues on Monday night. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember this. Maybe you don't. Do you guys remember when the lights went off on Monday night? We were playing the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to remember that.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Well, that was not
a
good final decision for us as well. We lost that game just like we lost the Redskins game. But, guys, this is a whole different era. We're 4 Super Bowl championships into this. That was 1985. Hey, we won 86, 90, and don't forget the 2 after that, 42, 44, whatever. Hey, all I know is we got 4 Super Bowl championships, and all of that old Monday night stuff is history. It is a new chapter in the big blue defense. So let's go, guys. Let's get it on tonight.
Byron Hunt with us. He joins us thanks to our friends at KDO Burns, and we appreciate the living daylights out of it when he comes in. So, all right. So Byron, you said it's all about the Bengals. That both teams are going to come to this in kind of a must-win scenario. You watch as close as anybody. Does Big Blue win the game tonight?
I think Big Blue has to win the game. You know why? Hey, guys, the Giants probably played one of their best games of this year. I thought they played well against the Cowboys. And let's not forget, the only team that beat the greatest team in America, the Dallas Cowboys this year, is the New York Football Giants. So let's not ever forget this. So if the Giants need to keep winning, but let's keep the Dallas Cowboys close. Let's keep them close. You want to keep them very close, because when it comes down to it, you keep winning. Yes, you have Cincinnati. Yes, you have the Bears, and I'm looking at this from the halfway point, guys. You never want to look at the season, 3-4 games in, but we're at the halfway point. We're taking a little pause here, even though the Monday night game is happening tonight. What we're going to do is we're going to win out, and I'm saying we're, meaning if I'm playing for the New York Giants, which I'm not, but let's say I'm playing, or let's say I'm an avid, crazy, psycho New York Football Giants fan that want to see the Giants get a winning season. It hadn't happened in so long. What they call it? Chomping at the bits for the Giants to get in that second half of the season with a winning record. Yes, it could be 5-4, or it could be 6-3. And let's keep those Cowboys in our sights. Let's stay closer. Let's say, you know what you want to do? You want to be close enough that you can smell the gunpowder off of those guns they're wearing on the hips down there. You want to stay close to them, guys. You got to keep it slow. You got to keep it not slow, but keep it so close that when it gets down the road, and it's coming soon, when you have a chance to face those Dallas Cowboys at home, you want to be able to say, boom, if we knock them out, we're either tied or we're ahead in the division. And that's what you need to be thinking about. Let's hold serve. Keep those wins going. Keep those wins going. Keep those wins going.
How bad did it hurt, Byron, to say that the Cowboys are the best team in the country?
Well, let's not say that. I know you just said that. I know I never said that. But they do have the best record.
You said they were the best. You said they were.
The New England Patriots at home. That's very difficult to do. Very difficult to do. I'll say it one more time. Very difficult to do. But let's remember, the New York Giants, guys, they have to hold serve. And you know what? I'm not saying the Dallas Cowboys. Let's say, okay, this is what I will say. Halfway through the season, they are the best team as far as record goes in the NFC, and some people would say the NFL. And I'm sure there's a lot of Cowboy fans out there that they probably would, hey, what's wrong with this guy, Byron Hunt? I mean, he's a former New York Giants. He's always knocking the Cowboys. But let me tell you, I'm going to give the Cowboys their due. But let's remember one thing, guys. It is very hard to go through the NFC East with just one loss. It's very difficult, guys. Hey, don't forget, there's a controversy in Dallas. Tony Romo is ready to play, guys. What's going on down there?
I love it. Now that, when you talk about the controversy, he gets more excited. Byron Hunt, he former linebacker for the Giants, a Super Bowl champion with the Giants, joining us every Monday at 4:15. Thanks to our friends at KDO Burns. I know JK's mad that I didn't ask you about the Jets, Byron, but are you all right with that if we just skip the Jets for 1 week after what they just did?
I'm not sure exactly what the Jets did. I mean, did they improve over last week? I mean, it is very hard to go through an entire conversation about a New York team and not mention the New York Jets. Guys, girls, Jet fans out there, I feel for you. I tell you, it has got to be a low point. And the only good thing about this whole deal is that maybe the New York Jets will finally wake up and get their own football stadium, because there's something wrong in that organization, and you can't blame it on something.
Byron, thanks to our friends at KDO Burns. Byron, we love you, brother, and can't wait to talk to you next week, hopefully after a couple Giants wins.
Take care.
All right, guys, take care. All right, talk to you later. Hey, Super Bowl is going to be in Houston, guys. Remember that. Houston, Texas, Super Bowl. Let's get it on.
And then, we're going to be there. Are you just volunteering to come on the show? Is that what I just heard?
I am volunteering to come on the show. Hey, guys, I will be there. How many days you need me at the Super Bowl? I'll be there. I love going to the Super Bowl. It's going to be in Houston, which is in Texas. I will definitely be there. Hey, pencil me in. No, don't pencil me in. Put me in with a big magic marker. I'll come in anytime you want to, guys.
Love it, man. Thank you so much. Enjoy your week, Byron. We appreciate you.
All right, guys. Let's go, Giants.